Yoga. Yoga. We're doing yoga today. When you hear that word, you may think of crazy poses and difficult postures. But our next guest says yoga can be a simpler, more relaxing practice.
Well, welcome Brent Williams with Iron Oak Fitness, and I really believe you.
Jim Reynolds is joining you too.
Hello.
To both of you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us again, guys. Yeah, great to be back.
Okay, explain first off what yoga really means. Everybody's heard of yoga, but maybe they don't know exactly what it is.
Sure. Well, in the West, we tend to do a much more physical practice of yoga and really focus in that way. But the word yoga actually means to yoke or to integrate. And it's really a practice of anything that increases your mind or your spirit or your physical body. And the idea is to bring those together to create a whole experience.
So most people think about, when you think about yoga, you think about the difficulty in doing yoga, that it becomes almost like, I can't do that.
Yeah, and that's a common misperception. Yoga, we tend to have hot classes, which are great, and we tend to have really intense poses, which are great, but really we can start much slower and simpler. It's much more about your own personal experience and your own tapping into your own personal power and seeing where you're at in the poses. And the whole idea of the hatha, which is the physical practice, is to take us deeper into an understanding of ourselves. So that's really what yoga is all about.
Okay, and it really is a great stress reliever.
It is tremendous. Really helps with stress. It's a great precursor to meditation, which you guys know I'm a huge fan of. So that's a great way to get the body in a place of being less stressful, so we can get deeper into our meditation practice. So there's a 10 or 15 minutes at home is a great way to do that if you can be consistent with the practice.
Okay. So you want Jim to show us some poses. You'll walk us through this. And this is something that anybody can do, beginners as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Have at it, buddy.
All right.
So Jim's going to demonstrate sun salutations, which is a basic form of yoga, kind of a beginning to some of the classes sometimes. And this is a good way to bend the spine forward, bend the spine back. It opens the hips. And practicing just 10 minutes of this in the day, in the morning or the evening, can really help to open the body up.
But do I have to be fit like Jim?
First of all, you're fit like you and you're very fit. Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole idea, is to be fit like you. So this is more of a regressed form Jim's doing here. He's on his knees a lot, you can see.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's the body's a little more stable until you can develop more core strength and stability. We can start there, and then you can start to progress as your body starts to open up. Your practice starts to open up. Yep.
As Jim continues to do his thing here, talk more about some of the other benefits that you can really reap from practicing yoga daily.
Sure. Well, obviously, it's going to make your body stronger. You're going to have more flexibility. It's going to make your core stronger, so you're going to have less back problems. But also, more of the psychological benefit. You're going to have better sleep. You're going to feel a lot less stress. And a really good gauge for me and my stress is road rage. That's when I know I need to check in with myself.
Oh,
if I'm yeah, dude. Have you been on Independence ever in your life? Yeah, if you're on yes. So if you're on Independence and I start to get real crazy, my jaw's tight, and I'm really upset with the guy in front of me who apparently has nowhere to be ever. That's when I know I need to start checking in. And a consistent yoga practice, coupled with meditation, also sometimes too, brings me back into a place of serenity in my life.
Okay, I got a question for you. When you're doing this, how important is it for you to breathe? And what is your breathing like when you're doing it?
Super important. Yep. So my thing that I like to talk to my clients about when we're doing yoga is letting the breath lead the movement. So when you're going back into this way, I would inhale. When I'm exhaling, I would come forward. When I open, I inhale. When I close, I exhale. And you start to let the breath lead the movement. So eventually, your body can go on autopilot and you're into a moving meditation. So then you can start to connect with what's going on internally while your body just starts to make movement. But you connect with the breath in that way.
If somebody would like to try this, Jim, I know you teach classes called Easy Like Sunday Morning.
Yes.
That's great.
I sure do. Absolutely.
And it's outdoors.
It's outdoors at Independence Park right there at Hawthorne and 7th. Every other Sunday, excuse me, at 11:15.
Yep.
It's an hour class. It's a lot of fun, great flow, and some awesome music.
First class is free. Yep. Check out ironoakfitness.com for details. Show up. Join us, guys. Get a practice going on.
IronOakFitness.com. IronOakFitness.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
I'd like to try
beautiful.
that.
Nicely done.
Thank you so much.
That back thing, Lee.
There we go. Get it, Eugene.
No, I'll try, man. My goodness.
Let's check in now with Larry Sprinkle to meet our Tuesday